Hello friends. In today's video, we're going to talk about volleyball history and rules. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The history of volleyball. The history of volleyball began in Massachusetts, USA, in 1895. Its inventor was William G. Morgan, professor of physical education. The original name of volleyball. The original name of volleyball was mintonette, but the name volleyball was soon adopted. The net in the history of volleyball. William Morgan got his inspiration from tennis regarding the idea of a net sport. However, with the net positioned higher than the tennis net. History of the volleyball ball. The volleyball had to be somewhat bigger than a tennis ball but lighter than a basketball. A light leather ball that could be easily thrown over the net was then created. History of the volleyball rules. In 1912, the number of players in a volleyball team was 6, which is the same as the current number. The rotation system of the servers was also implemented concurrently. Volleyball scoring system. In 1916, the scoring system changed to a format that resembles today's scoring system. The maximum number of points changed from 21 to 15 points and the sets were first introduced. The winner was determined as the best of 3, meaning that 2 sets were required in order to win a match. Volleyball reaches Europe. In 1915, volleyball reached the French beaches brought by American soldiers who fought in the First World War. Volleyball spread especially through Eastern Europe where the indoor games are popular due to the very cold climate. Limit on the number of hits and blocking rules. In 1920, there was a great modification in the rules of volleyball. It was established that each team was allowed to touch the ball a maximum of 3 times. The first attempts at blocking happened even before they were identified and recognized by the rules. Only in 1948 blocking was codified into the rules. Volleyball became an Olympic sport. Volleyball became an official Olympic sport in Tokyo, 1964, the same year in which the rules of the international volleyball were standardized. Playing with the feet. In 1994, new regulations were approved to be introduced in the 1st of January 1995. Among them, the ball might be hit with any body part, including the feet. New rules in 1998. Rally point system of 25 points, without advantage, and 15-point tiebreak set. Introduction of the player libero. Greater freedom for coaches to give instructions. What is the volleyball court size? The volleyball court is a rectangle and is 18 meters, 59 feet, long and 9 meters, 29.5 feet wide. The lines on the court are 5 centimeters, 2 inches, wide. What is the volleyball net height? The height of the women's volleyball net is 2.24 meters, 7.35 feet, and the height of the men's volleyball net is 2.43 meters, 7.97 feet. The posts are 2.55 meters, 8.35 feet, high and are placed 0.5 meters, 1.7 feet, to 1 meter, 3.3 feet, outside the sidelines of the court. The volleyball net is 1 meter, 3.3 feet, wide and 9.50 meters, 31.2 feet, to 10 meters, 32.8 feet, long. How many players are there in a volleyball team? A complete volleyball team has 12 players, with 6 players on court. How many sets are there in a volleyball match? A volleyball match has a minimum of 3 sets and a maximum of 5 sets. The team which first scores 25 points, with a difference of 2 points with respect to the other team, wins a set. If the game is tied at 24-24, the set will continue beyond 25 points, until one of the teams builds a 2-point lead over the other and wins the set. The team who first wins 3 sets, wins the match. In the event of a tie at 2 sets each team, a 15-point tiebreak set is played. The team that first scores 15 points, with a 2-point lead over the opposing team, wins both the tiebreak set and the match. Positions and rotation in volleyball. 3 players must be positioned in the attack zone or front zone, position 4, at the left side of the net, position 3, at the center of the net, position 2, at the right side of the net, and 3 players must occupy the back zone of the court, position 5, at the left side of the backcourt, position 6, at the center of the backcourt, and position 1, at the right side of the backcourt. Rotation in volleyball. The order of rotation in volleyball is defined by the team's starting lineup in each set. When the team that is receiving the serve wins the rally, it gains the right to serve, and its players must rotate 1 position clockwise. The player that was in position 2 goes to position 1. The player that was in position 1 goes to position 6. The player that was in position 6 goes to position 5, and so forth, until all of the players have advanced 1 position clockwise. Important note: the player that occupied position 2 and advanced to position 1 will, necessarily, be responsible for the serve that follows. Hits by the team. A team may touch the ball up to 3 times before sending it back to the opposing team. At blocking, the touch does not count as a touch by the team. Double contact fault in volleyball. A player may not hit the ball twice in succession. At blocking, the touch does not count as the first touch by the player. Ball carrying, extended contact in volleyball. It is not allowed to push or throw the ball, it must be rebound or hit. Penetration above the net in volleyball. Only during the action of blocking it is permitted to penetrate into the opponent's court above the net. Penetration under the net in volleyball. It is permitted to penetrate into the opponent's court under the net in the following situations: without interfering in the opponent's play, maintaining part of the feet on or above the central line of the court, contact with the volleyball net. Contact with the net by a player, between the antennae, is always considered a fault, if it occurs during a playing action. When the ball touches the net and causes it to touch a player, it is not considered a fault. Touching the posts, the ropes that hold the net or the net itself is not considered a fault if it is done outside the limits of the antennae. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. You may also watch other videos here.